So lately I've been talking a lot about the Spanish colonization and settlement in New Mexico. But how did the Spanish find New Mexico in the first place? Let me tell you. So in 1492, the Spanish found the Caribbean islands and started conquering and settling them. In 1519, Hernán Cortés landed in Mexico, and in 1521, he defeated the Aztecs. So they gained control of Mexico. I want to make a side note here because it's very important. In 1513, Ponce de Leon found Florida. Just remember that. So by the year 1527, New Spain consisted of the Caribbean islands, all of Mexico, and most of South America. And of course they had plans of expanding their kingdom. And this brings us to the Narvaez expedition. So in 1527, Spain was gonna build some settlements along the coast of Florida and 2 settlements in Mexico near present-day Tampico. And to build these settlements, he sent an expedition under the command of Narvaez. I'm sorry, I forget his full name right now, and I don't feel like looking it up. All this is off the top. So Narvaez left Hispaniola in 1527 and landed in Cuba. Now this was an expedition made up of 600 people. So they got to Cuba, and then they left Cuba in 1528, headed for the coast of Florida. While they were hit with a hurricane in the middle of the ocean, and they were shipwrecked. The survivors of the disaster landed in Florida, kind of by like where present-day Tampa Bay is now, and they had lost almost 200 people in the hurricane. So the Spanish decided to split their forces. They're gonna send 300 of them along the land and 110 along the coast, and they're gonna meet up in a certain spot. While they never met up in that certain spot. There was only 80 survivors who made landfall, and as soon as they made landfall, they were attacked and captured by indigenous forces. Some died from harsh conditions, some died from diseases, some died from starvation. They died in different ways. But 8 years later, out of those 80 people, only 4 survived. And the names of these 4 men, though it's probably not the right pronunciation, were the most famous: Alvar Núñez de Cabeza de Vaca, Alonso del Castillo Maldonado, Andrés Dorantes de Carranza, and Estevanico, who was a black Moorish slave. So in the 8 years, when the 80 Spanish were captured, until there was only 4 survivors, they went through a lot. A lot of them were captured by natives, and the 4 that were left were slaves as well. They were slaves so long with the natives that they learned their language, they learned their customs, and they learned their ways. Subscribe to my channel to learn more.